I don't want this to work. So I'm thinking of replying to the guy. So, okay, I'll send you a response, but I don't need 400 words. I need 4. I hope he fails.
We've had a lot of reaction to our report last night about the appalling new data out of South Carolina that read like a statewide cry for health care reform. Last night we reported that South Carolina has among the country's worst women's reproductive health care. Rates of teen pregnancy, low birth weight infants, and infant mortality that are among the highest in the country. The rate at which young women in South Carolina receive the important and effective HPV vaccine also among the lowest in the country. But wait, there's more, and it's all bad. The state has the 5th highest rate of obesity. It has the highest stroke death rate of all states in the country and has maintained that distinction for 5 decades. It has the 2nd highest death rate for oral cancer. The life expectancy in South Carolina is the 3rd worst in the union. If Governor Mark Sanford, for example, decided to move to Argentina permanently, he would be among people expected to live at least a year and a half longer than South Carolinians are. In Argentina. Yeah, South Carolina needs better health care. And to get it, it may need some civil servants who are slightly more interested in getting that for the state. Governor Sanford, considered just a year ago a possible presidential contender in 2012, led the fight to turn down stimulus funding from the federal government, shunning federal unemployment benefits when South Carolina had the 2nd highest rate of joblessness in the country. We should have seen that as a symbol. And that was all before he offered this fine moment in leadership.
I've been unfaithful to my wife.
After that performance, the Department of Homeland Security temporarily took away Governor Sanford's Homeland Security clearance because they thought what the rest of the country thought. This man is not balanced. And then there's South Carolina's Senator Lindsey Graham, who last week at President Obama's speech came dangerously close to clapping for the president, but who has otherwise fought health care reform tooth and nail.
People have tried this model in other countries. The first thing that happens, you have to wait for your care. And in socialized health care models, people have to wait longer to get care, and the government begins to cut back on what's available because of the cost explosion.
South Carolina's other senator is, of course, Senator Waterloo Jim Dement, a man who perhaps more than any other senator has staked his current career on killing health reform.
We must stop this government takeover of health care. Friends, this is a critical battle for the heart and soul of America and for freedom itself.
And then there's this guy, South Carolina's own personal metaphor for things are good just like they are. It's one thing to make the case against the country fixing something if in your state you're doing great on your own. But if your state is a disaster area on its own, it is quite another thing to throw yourself in the way of what you, more than anyone, need for help.
We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America.